It is Friday. It is the second Weekend Classic, and hopefully this time it actually works properly. We'll see. We will be live, twitch.tv/GomesDaLegend. We're going to be live a lot this weekend. And Double XP and Double PXP is on until Tuesday. So you're going to earn lots of progress for the brand new third inning program with some really good bosses. Let's talk about it. Leave a like down below on this video. Subscribe to the channel. And let's go ahead and take a peek at what is in store. So the third inning program lasting for the next 4 weeks. We have Cornerstone Evolution featuring Jim Palmer, Justin Turner, and Ralph Kiner. That is really cool card art. Oh my God, like a little... I'll excuse this one time for being a horizontal card. Out of an old-time TV almost, it looks like. That's kind of sick. But this time, brand new, you get to pick a rewind. So if you got the game late or if you just didn't get one of these cards, within this pack right here, once you open it up, you get to choose not only one of the new guys, but also one of the old guys. If you already had them, oh, you just get an extra. Who cares? So those are Evo programs. They're gold cards that evolve into, well, diamonds, which we will check out in a second. You just saw the bosses right there. Cool. So yeah, we'll look at the diamonds in just a brief moment. At 205,000 XP, you're going to get Matt Kane, who is a pretty good pitcher. 91 overall card right here. He's a postseason card if you're looking for that for Scott Rowland for the voucher. 98 hit per 9, 101 stamina, 70 K per 9, not great. 83 BB9, 110 pitch clutch. Pitch mix, 4-seam, circle change, curveball, slider, sinker. Very comparable to Jordan Zimmerman, the card of the NL East if you used him. Obviously a little bit different mechanics, but very similar pitch mix. For a free card, he's pretty good. You know, 205K in the XP path. I definitely think that's a solid pitcher. You know, a lot of free pitchers lately. Cueto, Dustin May, even John Donaldson. If you play all this stuff, you don't have to put any market cards in there. Here we go. We have the boss pack at just 245,000. The first boss pack last time was at 320,000. So let's see who we get. Bernie Williams, Eric Gagne, and Trevor Story, and in my opinion, they're already ranked in chronological order. I do think the best one is Bernie. He's really good. We just had the tier list. This is S tier. This is the second best outfielder right next to Carlos Beltran. He is awesome. 125, 115 against lefties. 90-65 against right, which is not like the best in the world, but he's a switch hitter with 111 clutch. Again, clutch replaces contact in situations with runners in scoring position to determine PCI size. So that is very important. The vision at 82. The fielding is not amazing. 70, 67 reaction, 76 arm, 67 speed. Now, like I've said before, any center fielder can play the corners, left or right field. You're going to lose maybe 5 points overall. He doesn't have a lot of points to really afford to lose, but he really won't play that differently. He's not a good defender anyway in center field, so I wouldn't be scared to put him in the corners. Absolutely fantastic card. He's got dead red breaking ball hitter, first pitch hitter. Really good stuff from Bernie. They got Eric Gagne, who might be the nastiest son of a gun in the game. 105 hit 9, 107 K9, 101 pitch clutch, all over 100. The BB9 is at 83. He's got outlier fastball. Oh my God. Vulcan change, splitter, a slurve, which with outlier is a good 30 miles an hour differential. That, especially on the high difficulties, is going to be nearly impossible to hit. And he's got a slider for good measure. He is ridiculously good. He is going to be the best reliever in the game right next to Darren O'Day. I don't know who would be. I'll give it to Gagne. I think I'll give him the slight edge. And then Trevor Story. I thought shortstop made a lot of sense for a new card. We needed a shortstop. And he's pretty good. 103, 100 against lefties. They're really hammering home on the versus lefty stuff. He's a pretty solid defender. 80 fielding, 77 arm, 86 reaction, 86 speed, 80 stealing. Now, versus right, he's not incredible. 82, 75. It's mid. 70 vision as well. The clutch is pretty good at 91. Problem is, no quirks. Again, wow. Don't they consider fixing this? Would it not make sense? I talk about this every video. Every video, I'm going to mention it. If it's a 2020 card, why are the quirks not based off 2020? It is so obvious. Oh, it irritates me. I think Story's the worst of the three. Does not mean he's a bad card. He's certainly solid overall, but I would definitely prefer Bernie or Gagne. Really good bosses. I think by far the best out of the three programs they've had yet. I really do like that. So the first boss pack at 245, the second you're going to get right here at 400,000, which sounds like a lot, but the second boss previously was at 500K. So they're essentially moving the boss cards up 100,000 XP. You're going to get them a lot quicker, especially because you have double XP this weekend if you can afford some time to play. Then you get towards the end of the XP path. So once again, if you guys do have a program path voucher for collecting the second inning program bosses, Josh Gibson, Ken Griffey Jr., and Bob Gibson, you're going to already have 30K head start. And boom, you're going to have one of these evolution cards, which let's go ahead and take a look at them. I think they're pretty good. This time we've got Jim Palmer, starting pitcher for Baltimore. 4-seam, 12-6, slider, sinker, changeup, 5-pitch, 110 stamina, 85 hit 9, 74K, 84 BB, 90 pitch clutch. He's solid. You know, he's a pretty good pitcher overall. Not like the best out there, but definitely could get some work. And Baltimore, if you're using a theme team, definitely will help you on that front. At the end of the day, it's free XP. You're going to get, 10,000 in there pretty easy. Once you pick the gold card, you can play these moment challenges to start getting progress, but you do not need the card to get progress on these. Innings pit, well, you need the card to get progress on the missions where you use them, of course. But these stat missions, you do not need the card. You can get those done at any point, start getting progress there. Here we have Justin Turner, who I think is pretty damn good. 125, 100 against left, 92, 61 against right, 93 vision, 90 clutch. A lot like Bernie Williams, he just doesn't bat for both teams. He's a straight shooter. 76 fielding, 70 arms, 73 reaction, 40 speed, 3 quirks, not bad. No secondaries here for Justin, which kind of sucks, but overall, pretty good card, which again is fairly easy to obtain. Then finally, Ralph Kiner, the final of the Cornerstone Evolutions. 100 power per side, mid-80s contact, 80 vision, 85 clutch, and the fielding's Bernie Williams-esque. The speed, not quite so much. He's certainly pretty good. Dead red, breaking ball hitter, pinch hitter too if you want to do that. Situational hitter, bad ball hitter. Got 9 quirks. I think they're all pretty good. If I had to rank them, I'd probably go Justin Turner, then Ralph Kiner, then Jim Palmer. Definitely go out and get those. They're fairly easy. That's 30,000 XP just by playing those programs. Let's take a look at the Weekend Classic, which is coming in until Tuesday, regular update time. Or actually, I think it's an hour prior. 2 p.m. Eastern is when it's going to expire on Tuesday. Here we go. So the reward path has changed a little bit. Unfortunately, I can't show it based off all of them. But for me, in Diamond League, they have changed the rewards. They put a chase pack in instead of an ultra pack. And at 3 wins, now they have an April Spotlight. You notice those a lot. They put more April Spotlight packs sprinkled in to hopefully lessen the price of Carlos Santana in that collection, which is definitely pretty damn expensive. It was $700K last we checked. And there are a couple brand new exclusive rewards. Okay, Willie Castro. I see Willie Castro. I click on Willie Castro. I'm a simple man. He's the chase card. Hold that thought. Holy Christ. 116, I do not mean to sound blasphemous, 116, 125 contact, 86, 83 power. The vision is a little low. Who cares? Max clutch, 72 fielding, 88 arm, 81 speed, 0 stealing. The guy's fast. He's just got morals. He doesn't do that thief shit. Like, no, I got on first, I stay at first. Is 1 quirk. Bad ball hitter. Gonna help with the low vision. Very good card in the chase. Shortstop and third base does not get all the secondaries that he has nowadays. Very good card. The first 93 that is coming out within the game. So that's pretty damn good. Let's take a look at the brand new 91s for the Weekend Classic rewards. And we start off with Ryan Sandberg. So again, you get these cards in some of the divisions. I think they start off in like the 500 Is that like Silver 2 or something where you can first earn these cards? Ryan Sandberg, overall pretty good. 94, 111 on contact, 90, 78 power. Like that's a good start. 84 vision, 78 clutch. The fielding isn't fantastic. 70, 72 reaction, 60 speed. He does have first pitch hitter, dead red, situational hitter. Those are good quirks. Now, the one gripe I would have, and that'll remain the same, I guess we'll just show Stanton because it makes sense because it continues that point. Stanton, if you look at the first 4 attributes, you'd say, damn, this is a pretty good card. 82, 90 on contact, 103, 108 power. He's a beefy boy, but the vision is only 45. The clutch at 80, good fielding, 88 arm, 67 speed. The problem here is these are cards for weekend classic players. The people who are going to be getting them are typically higher rated players. And in Stanton's case, like we talked about with vision in the tier list video, vision is the bailout stat. It is what determines your timing window. It is what determines your outer PCI. It is very hard to be consistent with guys with low vision like an Aaron Judge because you're going to strike out a lot. You're also going to have a bad timing window. An increased timing window with high vision players means that you are going to have a bigger chance, a bigger opportunity to hit a perfect. It lets you be more imperfect and still be considered perfect, if that makes sense. So 45 vision is perfectly fine for all-star difficulty, but if you're playing on GOAT or Legend or even Hall of Fame, you're really going to notice that attribute. It is important. So this is a card for lower difficulties that could be good, but not so much for the people who are going to be playing at the high difficulties. Not to the same extent with Ryan Sandberg. The 78 clutch, again, that's what replaces contact in cases with runners in scoring position. Like 78 is not as low as 45, but you'd still like to see it be higher. I think at the end of the day, these are 91s. They're not that good, right? It's a little difficult, but that's the problem you've been noticing. They've made these cards more exclusive. Weekend classic cards, ranked cards, BR cards, and yet they've made them worse. They've watered them down, even though they took things away like the BR program and the ranked seasons program, and they just kind of are, it seems like there's a kind of clear disconnect. So not the worst cards in the world, but definitely kind of misses the mark for, the guys that will be at those top tier levels. So I don't know. If you're lower levels, they're all going to play great. As I always say, let's talk about May Spotlight on a lighter note. We have a brand new program right here, which is going to feature a brand new 88 Kyle Manardo, 82-94 against right, 79-90 against left. He has lower vision, still higher than Stanton. Obviously, again, this is an 88. You don't expect too much from a Topps. Now, this is not a bad card, realistically. 85 clutch. For a first baseman, he's even got pretty solid fielding, 70 fielding, 72 reaction. One quirk, he sets the table. He did against the Yankees, helped the Guardians lose in the ALCS, but helped him fight. Manzo, I like that one. Then we got Zack Agnos for the Colorado Rockies. 4-pitch mix. Whoops, he's got cutter, splitter, four-seam, and a sweeper. 111 hit 9, 80 K9, 88 BB9, 100 pitch clutch. Overall, not bad. For a free pitcher. Top Snell card is going to be very valuable for helping to get Scott rolling, which is great. And then we work on down. There is a pack that you're going to get for free. May Spotlight Drop 1, which is going to feature some pretty good cards overall, which we'll go over those in a second. But also, Kyle Stowers hit a grand slam against Mason Miller. That's not hard. That's not easy to do. 91-102 against right. So that's pretty good. Kind of a platoon bat, though. 79-58 against Southpaws. The vision at 70. Pretty good defender. 91 arm, can play first and the outfield. 74 speed. Again, just like Willie Castro, his ethics are too high, unfortunately. He's fast. He just refuses to steal. No quirks for him. He's a solid card overall, but maybe not a starter for everybody. Let's take a look at May Spotlight. What we have in here. Muel Garcia. For the Kansas City Royals, 90-plus contact both ways. 75 power versus right, 50 against lefties, 83 vision, 101 clutch. That's pretty good. Diamond Shield defense at third base. Can also play second, short, center, right. can play left field too, even though it didn't say it. 81 arm, 85 reaction, 99 steal. Finally, someone who takes advantage of his opportunities. I like it, Mikel. Not a bad card. Kind of reminds you a lot of Bobby Witt Jr. Bailey Ober. A Twin gets a card. I don't believe it. You know what? He's actually pretty good. 91 hit per 9, 72 K per 9, 101 BB9, and 104 pitch clutch. He's got 4-seam, circle changeup, slider, sweeper to 12-6. They changed his pitch mix off his live series. He throws more than 5 pitches in real life. I get what they do for balance purposes, but I would like to see pitchers have their full arsenal. If Yu Darvish throws 8 pitches, I would like to have him have 8 pitches in real life because it kind of fragments cards of how good they are in real life. But Bailey Ober, hyped him up a little bit too much. He's fine for my Twins theme team. Jake Myers here, been raking for the Astros. 81-80 against right, 70-60, kind of mid against left, 64 vision, good clutch. Great fielding, 96-97 fielding and reaction with 81 speed. We got Daniel Schneemann, another Guardians card. Very good against right. 95-103. Got good pop. Lefties, not so much. Can't see the ball that well. It's a top Snell card. Then Gunnar Hogland. Got a big hog. 4-seam, sinker, circle change, slider, and a sweeper. 85 hit 9, 79 K9, 79 BB9 with 89 pitch clutch. Not bad. Certainly a usable card, especially if you want him for a theme team. Top Snell cards are never going to be much more than that, realistically. So that's what's in the May Spotlight program. And then the pack, again, you get one right here. Hopefully you pull one of the big boys and you start working towards that brand new collection. I'm curious if they made any changes on that at all for the Retro Lightning. It doesn't look like it. Collect May Spotlight pack players. Maybe they're going to be more gracious this time around. I'm curious if these are going to start going down in price, because they are. Okay, Noelvi's down to 30. O'Neill Cruz is sub 50. Munoz about 50. They've slowly been trickling down a little bit. I think the packs in Weekend Classic are definitely going to help aid that. And yeah, a couple of weeks we're going to have the May Lightning card, which should be beginning of June. We're going to get that. So keep an eye for sure. Scott Rowland, I wanted to talk about this. Standout. Trevor Story's a standout. So that might impact your decisions. If you want to get the Scott Rowland voucher for Standout Series, Trevor Story is a standout card. Also, All-Star, as some of you guys pointed out. There's a couple pretty easy ones. That Jim Palmer, you get a free All-Star card, which is awesome. Also, I think the Gagne, I believe, right? Or the Stanton's an All-Star and the Eric Gagne. So 3 brand new All-Star Series cards should help out that collection a little bit. Was there a Spotlight? Of course, you're going to get Kyle Stowers. Should get you up to 10 free cards if you play all the programs and whatnot. And you start to get more progress to hopefully get Scott Rowland eventually. You know, I think if you be patient, wait your time, you're going to get him without having to put in Stubs in and of yourself, which is good. There is Conquest out today. There's a couple brand new maps for the Diamondbacks and the Marlins. Their City Connects have been released. Kind of like the South Beach, Vice City, Marlins, and then, you know, the classic purple and teal for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Let me know if you guys like those City Connects. Do you guys play these Conquest maps? I'm kind of curious. I really have not. Because my team doesn't have a City Connect. I'm not going to wear a Bulls jersey, for Christ's sakes. What am I, a heathen? It's not going to happen. So, brand new Conquest out today, and I think that pretty much wraps up the update. So, kind of got a lot. We got Weekend Classic Part 2, third inning program, brand new Spotlight, and looking forward to, we've got brand new multiplayer program on Tuesday alongside World Series rewards once Weekend Classic ends. We got new Flawless next Friday, a brand new program, and that can't be Moonshot, right? Is that Full Moon? Randy Moss, a disgusting act. We'll see. Maybe collaboration with Madden. I doubt it. But overall, I think the update, pretty good. I think the bosses are the best they've done this year so far. I thought Bernie Williams is great. Eric Gagne is great, maybe even greater. And Trevor Story is good too. Unfortunately, he's just alongside 2 studs. He's good. The other 2 are great. The Weekend Classic, like I said, I hope it works better. If I didn't mention it already, matchmaking now is based off your league that you are in. So if I'm in Diamond League, I'll play people from 900 to 999. So I should be locked in on that difficulty, which is good, so you don't have to vary. Recently on Ranked, I went from playing Legend to GOAT, back to Legend, back to Hall of Fame. So that really threw me for a loop. 4 different difficulties on 4 different games. And then the leaderboards should be fixed as well. You now earn negative points for losing games. What a concept. So I think those card rewards should have been better. Stanton and Ryan Sandberg, they should be replicating or being what someone who will be at that rating should be. They should help those players. They should be good enough for them. I know we've been going for a long time. I'm going to keep going for a little bit longer because I just want to mention this. The cards they've been putting out for the multiplayer rewards have largely gone unused, and it is kind of sad. I mean, you look at the flawless rewards. There's a new one coming next week. Jonah Heim has 1,700 parallels. Nobody uses the card because he's not good enough for the people who actually get him, and most people can't afford $55K. So what's the point of even putting him out? Why take out the BR program just to make the card worse? He's still expensive. So that's kind of a dud. Even like the Chipper Jones. It is Chipper Jones, Larry Jones Jr. He does not have 20,000 people that have actually paralleled the card, which is insane. You could keep going on and on. The Andre Dawson is really sad. 111 parallels, which is like the best barometer to see just like how much people are using these cards. Multiplayer stuff has to be better. I think that's really been a slight. That's been a problem with the game. So anyway, I'll stop yapping right now. Thank you guys for watching this one. Come hang out on Twitch. We're going to play our weekend classic games.